Okay, we are live, yo. All right, I'm Larry
Live.
OG. We're
So,
mega live.
What up?
OCR
Mega live.
Talkback, number 54. We got a murderer's row of old school apparently on this show. This is good. I'm not even true old school, but anyway, that's fine.
not OG.
I'm not, but
Yes,
well,
you
I
are.
mean,
Wait a minute. No.
You've been around since
oh.
2004, Larry. Something
Your
like
last
that.
name is OG. Come on.
That's
Seriously,
true.
OG.
That is true. So anyway, all right. So I'm Larry OG. I'm community manager of OCRemix.org. If you have any questions, tweet at us, hashtag OCR Talkback, and we will get to your questions. Anything about video game music or OC Remix in general, or whatever general nerddom. But anyway, like I said, we got a whole bunch of old school talent, on the show. We've got Legion 303, Steve Porden. Steve, what is up, man? Welcome to the show, homie.
Thanks. I've been drinking heavily since yesterday, so I don't know how much I'm going to be able to contribute.
It's excellent. Hey, man, this is excellent. No doubt. That's good. We got Scott Porter, Overcoat. Where are you at, bro?
Where do you fucking think? I'm in Seattle still, buddy.
All right, that's true.
Yeah,
The
with
former.
the profanities, that guy.
Well, we're allowed to do the profanities. We're allowed to be profane.
Language.
Yeah, Captain
America.
Yep. What is it? So yeah, Scott Porter, formerly Seattle Overcoat, now just Overcoat, still residing in Seattle. It's that picture is not him, by the way, but it's like
totally
you said. It totally is? Oh,
It's
okay.
getting
No, it's
closer
not.
to the ages.
Yeah, as you age, you start looking closer to that photo.
It's an asymptotic picture.
Yeah.
That's
A few
excellent.
more years.
Yeah, and we're joined by Andreas Katsamanidis, Snapple Man.
Not bad. What's up?
Excellent, man. So you got no webcam, but we're with you.
I do, but it's not coming on.
Okay.
I've got two of them. I've got the FaceTime HD, which is closed. And I got the Asus USB 2.0 webcam, bitch. That's my fucking monitor hooked up.
I love how you're bragging on your tech and nothing works.
The tech, my $125 monitor from 2006, Ultra
Man,
Tech.
Top of the line, man.
Nice,
Top of the
nice.
line. So yeah, all right. So we're all, we're all from the OC Remix community and of course other communities, BG Mix, Dwelling in Duels, all that good stuff. So basically, what's hot in the streets in video game music. Now, I know, Steve, you said you haven't arranged anything lately. I mean, do you keep up with any video games or video game music at all?
I play video games all pretty limited here. I really have no idea what's hot these days, to be honest.
What have you been playing recently? Anything? Like even casual games, like anything on the iPhone or whatever, Nexus, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 11?
KOTOR was just released, the first one, and I grabbed that, and I have not even started playing it yet, but I grabbed it because it was on sale, and it's pretty cool. But it's out for phones now. What have I gotten? There was a Homeworld and Homeworld 2 were re-released recently on Steam, and I had been playing those for a while until I got super busy with other stuff.
Busy with life.
I'm just like collecting games on Steam, and that's pretty much it lately. I'm just a collector.
Hey, that's all good, man. That's all good. Build that Steam collection. Overcoat, man. Whatever you have you been playing anything lately? Do you play anything lately?
Yeah, I just got GTA 5 because it finally came out on PC, so I've been being super violent pretty much all day, every day.
Like, does your character, does it look like that picture on your avatar?
I'm super violent 24/7. He's got that
You
picture.
can kind of make Michael look like Guy Worthy a little bit, but I can't remember. I don't think so.
Michael's an asshole, though. I don't like him.
Yeah.
None of the
You're playing
characters in that
GTA?
game are likable. Is it just me?
I think the most relatable is Franklin.
I think Franklin would have been like the best character, but his plot line ends like an hour and a half into the game, and that's it. Then he's just like there. He just tags around.
I'm like about halfway done with the story mode, I think. So no spoilers. But
Okay,
Well, I don't know how far I am. Like, I've done one story mission, and now I just go around like beating the shit out of people. So that's basically the end of Grand Theft Auto for me. That's where the game stops.
You know what's great is when you can play the game like as a law-abiding citizen. But I found something that was really funny. Like if you're behind someone at a stoplight and you just incessantly honk your horn, the car in front of you will flip the fuck out and just run it and crash into something on the other side.
And then you're magically a terrible person.
Nah.
Or you're standing in front of somebody for too long, and then they start to run away from you, and so does everybody else around you. Like you're gonna kill everybody. It's bullshit, man. I'm not down with that.
It's believable if you're Trevor.
Well, okay, fine. Like it's believable if you're me. Like if I'm outside and people see me, yeah, like they'll run away. But for normal-looking human beings, that's not what happens.
Nah, man. But I've been having fun with the. There's a trainer you can get for this, and you can like change your appearance. So I was playing as a Hasidic Jew last night. It was great.
That sounds pretty dope.
Yeah.
Play as Jake Kaufman. I could do that.
So wait a minute. So Snapple Man, like what have you been playing lately? I mean, obviously you've been doing some GTA a while back, but anything that you're playing lately or that you're into right now?
Well, I've been in the middle of a lot of renovation in my house, so I haven't had time to play much of anything. But I play a lot of Grand Theft Auto 5 actually. Dark Souls 2, the re-release. I'm playing that again.
Oh, sweet, yeah.
Yeah, that's about it right now.
Hey, cool, man. What about the music in like Dark Souls 2? Like I know Rotaka's had some stuff from that series posted on OCR. Like, are you a fan of that music as well from Dark Souls series?
What I like about those games is that they don't have much in the way of music. So like, because it's Sakuraba, and once you've heard one of his
yes,
where you've heard them all. So it's kind of like, oh, great, like a silent game. And there's boss music, which is cool because it's fitted to each boss, and that sounds kind of cool. But but it's context-based music. You can't really, or I at least can't make a full-on remix. Well, I could.
That's like Sakuraba with his Tales soundtracks. They all sound like exactly the same.
But the Tales soundtracks have that rock, kind of up-tempo, upbeat.
Sure, but for the battle themes, but any other Tales theme, like a character theme or like a town theme, it's all just so.
It's all exactly the same.
It all sounds exactly the same. Yeah. He phones it in on those Tales.
He phones it in on everything.
Valkyrie Profile.
Same soundtrack he writes over and over.
Valkyrie Profile had a really good soundtrack.
Valkyrie Profile, the first one, that's when the soundtrack stopped being good. Like in 2000, that's when they kind of just stopped.
Valkyrie Profile is a good soundtrack, though.
Yeah, it's a fantastic soundtrack. Yeah. But that came out in like 1999, or he wrote it along with Star Ocean 2, which was in 1998, right? So he wrote those soundtracks back to back. So that's why it's still good. It still has the 90s, like, I still give a shit.
Yeah, exactly.
After that, it's like, hey, we'll pay you.
I think Sakuraba only really cares when he's writing like the battle themes and the rock themes and stuff. I think like town themes, he's just like whatever, just
like let me hold this low string for like 4 minutes.
Yeah, and
let me get a choir up here.
Some flutes and clarinets.
There's my town theme.
Yeah, that's it, done. Sakuraba.
Oh my god.
Sakuraba.
Oh my god. So okay, wait a minute. So on that train of thought, right? So all this ripping apart of Sakuraba. Okay, man, dude. I'm not having a part of it. No. So like what? All right. So Andy, like, what music are you really feeling though? Like, just that got you into either arranging video game music or stuff like that really drew your attention. Was it like a lot of rock stuff or anything like that?
Oh, man, that's a tough one. The first thing that I remember doing was I took a tape recorder and I went to the arcade, to the to the Arab's shop down the corner where he had a couple of machines. He had a Neo Geo and he had a Street Fighter 2, and I recorded all the music out of Street Fighter 2, and I came home and I learned to play that. So that was like 1991. That's
man.
Like, as I was learning, like I'm learning English and I'm learning Chun-Li's theme on keyboard, like the same day.
and brief smatterings of Arabic.
Dude, that guy was awesome. Except he had this weird thing where he kept asking my friend George how his father was. Hey, George, how's your father, man? That's some creepy fucking shit. Yeah, and we had a nickname for him. It was "Suck My Balls and Lick My Toes." That's what we called him. We were like 10-year-old kids. Like, hey, it's "Suck My Balls and Lick My Toes." Like, why did we call him that? Was it a child molester? I don't know.
It's
So yeah, Street Fighter 2 was good. And then I got into Breath of Fire when it came out. That really like shot me into
the original.
Yeah,
First
that
one,
came
okay, yeah.
fantastic soundtrack. Really cool stuff in there.
Nice. Was it Steve, man? Like, so I mean, you're an OG. Like, so bring us into it. Like, how you got into arranging video game music? What kind of stuff made you think, okay, I want to do some covers of that? What got you interested?
I don't even know anymore.
Your memory can't be that bad.
It's pretty fucked up. So I was doing S3Ms for a while, or I started to do S3Ms because of Screen Tracker. It came out, and I thought it looked pretty cool. So my very first song was actually kind of inspired by Space Invaders, which, as you know, doesn't really have any music.
Yeah.
It's the dun 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 dun
It's a
dun.
cool rhythm though. You can make some metal shit out of it.
And it's really horrible, as you recall from the demo scene convo here on IRC. I don't think anybody's going to ever hear it again. But that was pretty much. I don't even know. I mean, I think this was back when DJP had Overclocked Remix, and it wasn't even, what was it, like remix.overclocked?
Yeah, remix.overclock.org. Yeah, back in.
I still have my shirt with that on it.
With the old URL on it.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a little grody, but it's still kicking around.
So I think at the time, maybe in iteration 1.5 or 2, and it was pretty early days, and I thought, wow, this is cool. I want to get my shit out there too. But what can I do? Like, I don't really listen to music that much from video games. So at the time, this was before all of the Final Fantasy flooding.
Right.
Just to let you know, but there were already several of the Prelude themes up at that point. But I did a Prelude theme. It was really shitty, but that was my first acceptance to OCR, and after that, I just like, I'm just gonna keep doing this as much as I can because it's fun.
Nice.
That was pretty much it. And the funny thing is, I don't even like Nobuo, honestly.
Damn.
I don't like.
We were just hating that.
That's fucking cold-blooded, man.
We're not saying anything nice about any composers.
Well, listen, I have a renewed love for his work, man. Like, up until a few years ago, I couldn't stand any of his music.
Wait,
and then
Matsu?
for some reason, there's some reason I just was like, okay, I'll stop being a jackass hater. So I sat down with the SPC files, and I was like, you know what? This is really, really good stuff. Like, his battle themes are the very best. You can't compete with any of his battle themes. His other stuff is very hit or miss. Like, on Final Fantasy VI, it's basically all hit. On 7 and 8 and 9, it's pretty much all kind of miss. So,
What? 7?
Final Fantasy 7, aside from like the battle themes and maybe like a couple of really big themes, it's all kind of blandy.
7 does have a lot of miss.
Yeah, right?
I would agree. Yeah, I agree. 7 does have a lot of miss.
Wow.
I didn't like the overall sound of 7.
When 7 is good, it's really good.
Yeah, absolutely. When it's good, it's great.
When it's not good, it's just kind of like
Yeah, it's not terrible, but it doesn't stack up to the good parts of the soundtrack. It's like that's definitely phoned in, and he definitely spent like an entire day on this one. Like you can tell.
An entire 24 hours.
Dude, if you pay a guy to sit there and write and actually write music for 8 hours a day, you will get a lot out of 8 hours.
Oh yeah.
Work, you know what I mean?
No, I get it. No, absolutely, I agree with you.
Yeah,
But I mean,
his new stuff is really good too. I like 14. I like the work he did for Final Fantasy 14.
Did he go? Oh, I didn't even know that he went back for that. I'm gonna have to hear that.
14's the MMO, and he did like the music for the.
He did all of it.
Yeah.
That sounds cool. I'm gonna.
And then like I think for Realm Reborn, they had someone else come in, but they did like arrangements of his stuff inspired by what he wrote for the original version of Final Fantasy 14, and that's all really good too.
That's cool.
Yeah, and he also does that online game Terra Battle, that has really good music. Not online game, mobile game. It's a mobile game, right. Terra Battle. And
is that like Terra Online or?
No, it's completely
Terra.
It's a game by it's by Mistwalker. It's really good.
Damn it! I pressed the full screen button on Firefox because I don't use Macs often, and I don't know how to exit. I can't access anything.
Press the full screen button again.
F11.
But it's not here. It's gone.
Wait, do you not have F11 on the keyboard? I forget.
F11? Yeah.
That's the full screen button, the hotkey.
Yeah, but it doesn't work on Mac. Nothing works on Mac.
No, Mac is garbage. Okay.
Mac sucks.
Just hating. Just a lot of hate tonight.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, but new stuff is really good too. I don't know if you've ever heard, like he did a arcade game called Lord of Vermilion. Have you heard this soundtrack?
I've heard Lord of Vermilion.
I don't.
Lord of Vermilion. It's all like that Black Mages style rock that he did. And that's the whole soundtrack is just him, and I think he got the Black Mages to play it for him, but it's all just like heavy guitar rock and stuff. That Uematsu style guitar rock.
You mean the Sekito style rock because he did all the arrangements.
Okay, yeah, then
Black Mages, but yeah.
It's probably that, but it's Lord of Vermilion and it's awesome. It's really good.
Like, yeah, whatever. It's probably that shit. Shut the fuck up and let me finish talking. Yeah, I can deal.
Yeah, the one song Black Dragon's Temple. That's the one. That's.
You know what? Awesome. I'm gonna hit that up right now.
I got both. So I don't. Both Shark and I have Superman shirts on because we're comic book nerds, but we both have Superman shirts. So yeah, no, good deal. What is it? All right, so Scott, like, what got you into wanting to arrange video game music? What kind of soundtrack stood out to you that made you go, okay, I want to arrange some of that?
Man, like, back like when I first discovered emulation and all that, I started getting really into video game music a lot more than I had before. Because I wasn't the most well off. All I had in youth was a Sega Genesis, and I loved all the music from that. But I wanted more, Hey,
Sega was hot, man. That was good.
It was, dude. There was some really good stuff on there, man.
Wait, I have a question. Okay, so we fought a couple of weeks ago when I brought up X-Men on the Sega Genesis and that soundtrack. Now it was like a really ratty, like ugly sound, but I love that soundtrack. Are you down with X-Men on Sega Genesis, or do you think it's shit?
It's been a while, but I remember
What a question to come back on.
I remember Clone Wars being pretty good.
No, what about I'm talking about the first one. Come on, bro.
I don't think I played the first one.
Dude, that's a great game. Play it. It's super fun.
Is it really a great game, though? Is it really? I don't think it is.
My nostalgia tells me that it's a great game because the only other experience that you had was X-Men on the NES, which is a steaming pile of crap.
Oh, yes.
So when I was like, oh, look, it's Cyclops, and he looks like Cyclops, not a weird chair graphics kind of blob.
Okay, maybe like comparatively it's good. But
it's fun. It's fun to jump around and
not actually a good game though.
And it's impressive how they like managed to program perfect FM fart and then use that to write an entire soundtrack. Sorry, Larry. I think that soundtrack was a bit of a miss.
Yes, it's a bit of a miss is an understatement.
You guys are all
terrible soundtrack.
Okay, wait. Now, Steve, you sound like you played this game. Like, were you down? Like, were you down with the game? Were you down with the music at all? I mean, come on, man. Be my saving grace here. Come on.
I'm not laughing at the game itself. I barely remember the first X-Men game. I'm just remembering the wars back then between Genesis and Nintendo fans, and the fact that I'm gonna say it's the fact that Genesis games in general were better, but the Super Nintendo had better audio across the board because it had better chips.
Super Nintendo definitely had better audio. I would argue it had the better games.
Let's not go
man,
there.
What?
Listen to Turtles in Time versus Hyperstone Heist.
I still think Genesis had better games.
Sega Genesis had good games, but I mean, like Sonic stuff was hot. But I mean, Super Nintendo. I mean, when you look at stuff that was on both systems, like Street Fighter or anything like that, just anything that had ports on both, or Turtles in Time versus Hyperstone Heist.
I don't think you can judge judge the systems, because back then there was no such thing as multi-platform. They were so different that you can't just say you
literally have to rewrite the game.
Like this game was better on this one than this game, but that's because they were completely different games.
Exactly.
Like they never had Turtles in Time. Like Hyperstone Heist is a different game.
Look. Hyperstone Heist has better sounding audio, or more faithful recreations of the arcade audio, because it has more channels and it has more animation per, move per turtle. They have more animations than the Super Nintendo version, and the Super Nintendo version has a fatter sound. It has slightly better graphics, so they each have something that works in its favor.
Yeah.
You're very diplomatic.
It's
clear that Super Nintendo wins.
I know Larry said that with so much accusation in it. So diplomatic.
I was pro Nintendo as a kid. I hated Genesis. I hated Sega. But then when I grew up and stopped being a douche, or was less of a douche, I realized that the Genesis had some really, really good stuff going for it, and it's great to go back and revisit and open up that that broader horizon of generally bad arcade ports. You know what I mean?
You know what though? I wish that UN Squadron was on the Genesis instead, because if you listen to the arcade soundtrack, which is an FM, it sounds so much better.
It does sound better.
Yeah, I agree with that on UN Squadron. Let me just answer. Yeah, Unsquadron. Let me just answer these two tweeted questions right quick. Hold on. So Zach Shatley, that is an excellent last name, by the way. Hey Zach, I've seen Zach before. He says, so OCR V6? No, it will be there eventually. I don't know. Dave's working on it. He's always working on it. And he said, have any of you noticed the Summoner of Sound event/contest that someone linked on the forums? I have no idea what that is. Shark, do you know what that is?
Yeah, I saw it in Recruit and Collaborate.
What is that?
It's like an off-site thing that someone's running.
Who reads the forums?
I don't know, man.
A lot of people read the forums.
Now I'm interested in what this is. Please let the man speak.
I'm pulling it up now. A lot of people read the forums.
Nice.
Asshole.
Pulling it up now. On a webcam, 9:50 p.m. on a Saturday.
Go ahead, man.
Let's see. Oh, it's something run by RPG Maker Network. They are asking people to participate in a contest and challenges and stuff, writing music. It's basically aiming at helping people create a portfolio.
Right.
I think the idea is to get people to write music that people can use in the RPG Maker community.
Okay. All right. All right, so what is it? So anybody that has questions, you can either leave them as a comment on the YouTube video, or you can go on Twitter and use hashtag OCR Talkback, and we'll get to your questions. But I want to continue on this Sega Genesis versus Super Nintendo deal.
We're still on this shit. 2015.
This is not well. Okay, so Sega Genesis. I'm curious because I grew up with. I had both systems eventually. Like Snappleman was talking about, but I grew up with Super Nintendo, and then later I'd go to like a friend's house and play, like Moonwalker and Streets of Rage, Altered Beast and stuff like that.
Streets of Rage is fucking great.
Oh, that was amazing, dude! And okay, so what do you think, Snapple, about the music in Streets of Rage? Because I thought that was a big part of the experience, man. That was a sweet fucking game.
I thought that's what made the game, really. I mean. Because otherwise, it's just Final Fight like over and over. I mean, there's some cool variations, but it's basically something you've done before. But the music really you know, pumped it up and gave it a good pace.
Yeah, and I mean everyone says this about Streets of Rage, but it's true. It's just until that game had dropped, I had not heard video game music like that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
There was nothing that sounded like it. Steve, now you would play Streets of Rage like, you play the original like back in the day?
Yeah. Streets of Rage was probably, the gameplay wasn't that great. The reason I kept playing it was to keep listening to that sweet soundtrack. Streets of Rage.
I think it sounds great.
Both CDs, I think, straight from Japan for Streets of Rage 1 and Streets of Rage 2, and then a couple of the other soundtracks. I don't even remember the composer's name. That's just sad.
Yuzo Koshiro, he's a legend.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, man. His
Koshiro-sama.
his name is on.
Oh, hey, what's up? The webcam
title
came in.
screen.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, nice.
I told you it wasn't a dick. It wasn't a dick.
But I'm
I've
actually
matured.
curious. Speaking of Streets of Rage, so like on all of the games, it has like copyright Yuzo Koshiro for the music on the title screen.
Oh
He
no!
knows the
Here he
music.
goes. Here he goes.
But what, like,
He's gonna
did he-
pull up all the late '80s hip hop, and he's gonna be like, "Well, this is obviously CNC Music Factory. Like, why did they copyright music that he
Nah.
doesn't own?"
But I'm like, it was just something I'd never seen before. Like on the title screen, his music, his fucking name is on the title screen. It's kind of
You know
unreal.
what? That's true. That's the first time that I ever noticed anything like that. I was like, wait, there's people that make music for these games by name, and I
Yeah.
didn't think about that until I saw that on the title screen. That's a very good point, man. Seriously.
Not Yuki-chan's Papa or like Bun Bun or.
Oh,
What did you
yeah,
think
all
of
the
his,
names, yeah.
What do
Yeah,
you think
yeah,
of
like
Koshiro's
codename.
set at MagFest?
What do I think?
Yeah.
We talked
Did you-
about how
were you there,
funny
like-
how funny this dude was that handed him a note like a little schoolgirl, and and Koshiro's mom was making fun of the guy, so we were like, that guy's an asshole. So that
Wait,
was about
I
it.
missed this. What the hell?
This was
This sounds
during
like a
one.
story.
This was during one of the concerts. He came in with Audie because he was his translator, not translator, but like the thing, whatever.
Handler? Yeah.
Yeah, and we're hanging out by the mixing board with Norg, and this kid comes out of nowhere, and he hands him a note, like a Japanese schoolgirl, like with both hands. He puts it up and bows to him, and he
Oh my
he
God.
runs away all shy like. Yeah, and this is in front of Koshiro and his mom, because his mom came, because she wanted to see like what's up with MagFest.
That's adorable.
And his mom just called him an idiot, and we just made fun of him for that. That was
Wait, call the guy an idiot?
it. Yeah, called the
Okay.
dude who handed her son a fucking love letter.
Yeah, that's that's fucking ridiculous. I'm sorry.
So that was the end of that. Like, you know, just like there's nothing that you can say that's as bad or worse than what your mom can say to someone that acts like a fool in front of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Koshiro Senpai, please notice me.
Yeah, and then his mom's like, "This guy's an idiot." Like, okay, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Was he in a school uniform too? Is that how it worked?
He didn't take it that far. He was just like,
Wow.
like normal MagFest fat guy, looks like me, in cargo shorts and a beard.
That's why you don't do it there. You have to ask him to
Really?
meet you at the sakura tree behind the school
Yeah,
after
seriously.
after
They'd be
school.
Like,
Yeah.
like in all the hentai games, you're like, meet me here, and then
Yeah.
wait the time to wait there. Dude, I love
Oh
hentai
my
games.
God.
Shut the fuck up. It's
So-
great.
No, I'm not judging you, man. I'm not judging you. No one's judging you.
I'm not judging, yeah.
This is a safe space.
So
Man,
okay,
we-
wait. So that
We've been talking
wait,
hentai
wait.
games
So
all day already.
Yeah, seriously.
what? Okay.
Sorry, okay. Let's move on from hentai games.
No. So I was gonna. So okay. So Magfest 11 was the one, right, where Yuzo Koshiro came, because I missed that because I got the death flu like the day before I was gonna drive, and so that was the first Magfest that I had to skip since I started going. But I mean, how was it meeting him? Like, was it pretty cool? What'd you guys talk about? Did Overcoat? Were you there? Were you at Mag?
Yeah. That was the year I was handling the audio streaming and stuff like that.
Oh, nice, man. Well, I mean, did you get to talk to him at all, or interact with him?
I got to like shake his hand and say hi. That was pretty much it.
Yeah, I
But,
think that's basically what everyone got.
Yeah.
He was whisked away real quick from like every event.
Oh, wow, okay.
So,
And I didn't
So-
really see him out and about much because usually
Yeah.
when there's a guest and like Audie's there doing the like the correspondence, then I get to hang with him because I hang with Audie. But this time it was just like kind of weird, like didn't happen. So
yeah. But what was I saying? Shit. Yeah, I was also doing all these interviews that year too, but I never got to do Koshiro. I got to interview James Banana though. That was fun.
oh hell yeah, James Banana
Nice.
was really cool about everything.
You know
Mad
what?
gracious.
Like, I don't know how old she is, dude, but she's gorgeous. I don't even care.
Here he starts.
Kinuo Yamashita was there?
Here
Yeah,
he
Kino
starts.
Yamashita. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, like she was
I
very
missed that?
good-looking lady.
Yeah, she was there.
Wow.
That was 2 years
Nice.
ago, I think. She was there.
But I can't really, like be like, oh, she's
Wow.
very attractive. She wrote like Vampire Killer, like you can't.
I don't
Yeah.
think. Wait. Did she write Vampire?
I don't know if she wrote Vampire Killer, but she wrote like half the songs on the soundtrack, right? Something like that.
Because there was there was an arcade version of Castlevania that came out
That
before
didn't
the
have
Nintendo,
Vampire Killer on it,
right?
though.
Okay, yeah.
Did it?
Okay. I mean, it's just I know there were some songs that
ported over,
predated
yeah.
Castlevania on the NES, yeah. But she might have done Vampire Killer, yeah.
But the point is
I mean,
that
even
like,
if not, she wrote most of it.
I can't pervert my childhood to that level. I've done everything else that I possibly can do to make it horrible for me to look back. But this one thing, like the music thing, keep that safe. You know what I mean?
Well, I wasn't really like saying she was very attractive in a like perverted way. It's more like
That she aged well and she kept up a like
Yeah.
a decent standard of like let's try and make it classy on that one.
Yeah, man.
That's as good as we're gonna get with it, right? Okay, good. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
You know me, man. I don't know when to stop.
Speaking of Yuzo Koshiro, I've been listening to a lot of Seventh Dragon lately. Have you guys heard this soundtrack?
I listened to it a while back, and it sounded really awesome, and I still have it somewhere, but I wanted to visit that by playing the game, and people told me not to for some reason, so have you played the game?
I have not played the game. The game never came out in the U.S.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm
But
like,
there is a translation. There's like a ROM hack or something that someone did.
out
Apparently it's not bad. It's a lot like the Etrian games without the cartography component, but
then I'll probably like it.
I've been listening to that soundtrack like all week, and what's really cool is I think like Koshiro kind of got out of writing music for video games for a couple of years, and because I think he didn't really like where like BGM was going or something, but then apparently he came back, and he started doing this thing where he would write the music for the game with like in like chip style, like NES or like MSX or something, and then he would and then he would go through the entire soundtrack that he wrote and then do a sound upgrade for the actual game.
Well,
So-
no, it's actually a sound downgrade. What he does is
no.
he'll write the soundtrack on PC-88, and then he'll sample it and put it into Cubase and make MIDI files with like a custom sound font, if you will,
Yeah.
that'll run. Well, yeah. So that's how he does it.
Right, but if you listen to if you get the Seventh Dragon soundtrack,
Well, that one might be different.
the first 2 discs are the soundtrack from the game,
Mm-hmm.
and then the discs 3 and 4 is the entire soundtrack done as like NES style
Yeah.
arrangements.
That's the same as the Eternity soundtracks.
Yeah,
He does the same.
He includes the chip stuff, and the Seventh Dragon chip soundtrack. I was listening to it and I was just like, wow, if this soundtrack was on a game back when it was like the NES days, this would be up there with like Final Fantasy Dragon Quest. Yeah, like it's that good. It's amazing. I was just like, whoa, this is awesome. Completely blown away. I'm like all about Seventh Dragon right now, and I've been listening to all the Etrian stuff too because I'm on a huge Koshiro kick right now. All his new stuff.
Total weeb.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm down. Yeah, I say that, but I got Dragon Ball. No, I got Cubase in the back, but I had Dragon Ball there like all day, so I'm a fucking asshole, so it's all good.
They got the new Naruto chapters too. But anyway,
those are pretty good so far.
I'm enjoying them. I'm enjoying them.
Yeah,
quite a bit.
But it's gonna be just one volume, so 30 chapters, and that's the end of it. So.
I think that's good.
Maybe. I was kind of hoping for another like 700 chapters.
700 chapters of Naruto.
It gives me something to do every single one.
Yeah, I like it. I like what he's doing.
You could have gotten another like couple dozen volumes out of this,
I mean, look at One Piece. One Piece just hit like the halfway point, and it's 12 years in, right? So,
I don't read One Piece.
14 years in, or no, wait, 16 years. One Piece is 16 years in, and they just hit the halfway point, as the creator says it's the halfway point. So there's 20 more years.
I can't get into One Piece. Can't get into One Piece at all.
I get into One Piece in like little chunks. Like I'll watch like 400 episodes in a weekend.
Yeah.
And then I'll hate myself. And then I'll hate myself. I'll be like, oh, this is the most terrible thing. Could you skip through all the bullshit?
Yeah.
They're like, why did I do this to myself? Like when I watched Bleach, I spent an entire week and I watched Bleach back to back, without sleep. That was
horrible. Watching Bleach was a mistake. I loved Bleach when it started, but it went off the rails
completely. Bleach starts off decent. Like the first 10 episodes are kind of cool, and then you realize this is going exactly where I was hoping it wouldn't go. And then it stays there.
I feel like we're kind of getting off track, but I'm just going to talk about it anyway.
That's fine. That's all good.
Sorry, we're talking about manga here, anime.
Manga and Shonen Jump and stuff. I love Shonen manga, but
keep in mind, this is aimed at 13-year-old boys in Japan.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But the thing about Bleach was when it started, it was really cool. The setup was really cool because it was Rukia and Ichigo hunting hollows, and it was kind of okay, what kind of interesting story does this person have where they have the hollow with the spirit with the hole in its heart and all that stuff, right? But then they did the Soul Society thing, and it was just it's just stupid shitty battle manga now, and it's okay, all right, whatever.
That's 1,000 times done better.
It also doesn't help that everyone in Soul Society wears the exact same thing, so you can't actually tell anyone apart.
Exactly. Except by their really fucked up names. They have those gigantic 8-syllable names.
Yeah, it's I weep for Bleach.
How did y'all get there? How did you guys get there?
I think he mentioned Dragon Ball.
Sorry, I mentioned Dragon Ball. Somebody said I called you a weeb for listening to the Blue Dragon soundtrack, and then
Seventh Dragon,
Seventh Dragon. There you go. Sorry, Blue Dragon was a piece of crap. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going with actual music. I'm sorry, Larry.
It's fine, dude. We can talk about whatever general nerddom is up on the show.
Then we need 8 people listening. All 6 people listening are going to be like, well, I like Bleach. Fuck you.
How many questions are we even getting with the hashtag?
Not a lot.
Oh, what is it? No, not too much. Hold on, let me see. Did you, Shark? I don't know if you. While I stepped away for a second, did you answer the one about the 501c3 status or whatever?
No, I did not say it. No.
Okay. So Daniel Albino Hat M says, has OCR gotten 501c3 status yet? In the process of starting my own, and was curious what the process is like. I have nothing to do with that process.
Yeah.
So DJ Pretzel is working on that, but his wife and his sister are lawyers. He knows many lawyers, so. Yeah. Yes, he's working on that, but I have zero idea what that entails. I work for a 501c3, but I didn't help it get that status, so I have no idea what that is. So yeah.
Hey, hold on.
Steve, what's that, bro?
What was the hashtag again? For real quick.
It's hashtag
OCR Talkback.
OCR Talkback. Okay, 1 second.
Yeah, spread that shit around, son. Let's get some questions in.
Are you gonna do what Tobias always does and post a question on OCR Talkback, even though you're on the call?
Who, me? I have no
overcode.
Such a thing.
I'm saying overcode is going to do it.
Nah, he just posted a picture.
Oh my gosh. Oh, we got Jarrell up in this.
Oh, what's up?
Jarrell, what up, bro?
Hey.
What's up?
All right, need to add some more chocolate, flavor to this talkback.
Yeah, a lot of white people.
A little bit more minority representation. This is much appreciated. So, no, good deal. What is it? Okay, now, I don't know how we got to the anime thing. All right, cool anime video games, go.
The Naruto series, obviously.
The Naruto series games are pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm.
Yeah.
If you've ever hung out in the OC Remix IRC channel, you know I will talk for like 8 hours about that game because it's so good. And I was actually talking to my brother today about the old Naruto games for GameCube, the Clash of Ninja series, the fighting game series.
Those weren't that bad, man.
I love those games. I imported
really
Naruto Gekito Ninja Taisen 4
Yep.
for GameCube. I had like the freeloader so I could play Japanese games. And then I had like that game, and I just played the shit out of it. I learned all the characters.
Fun game, man.
Oh, so good, so good. Yeah, the Naruto games are really good. And what else is there? Ni no Kuni. Ni no Kuni is really good.
Kuni's all right. Yeah.
PS3 RPG with art and animation by Studio Ghibli. That's really good.
John, you really be an anime game though, since it's technically not based on an anime. I mean, it was a great game, but I don't know if you can call it an anime game, even though it's Studio Ghibli.
Anime.
Horror.
It's an anime game. I mean, it's an anime game.
What about Magic Knight Rayearth on the Saturn?
I've only played the Super Nintendo Magic Knight Rayearth
Pretty
game.
good. It's pretty good.
I've only played that one. And then
There's
what was it?
Arcade game. What the hell was it called?
I don't remember, but I did play the Super Nintendo RPG, the Sailor Moon Super Nintendo RPG.
It's not very good.
Another story. It's not good. Another story.
None of the Dragon Ball games were good up until recently. Like the last few games that have been coming out have been decent.
I played a lot of
Xenoverse. Anyone play that?
I have not played Xenoverse.
No, I haven't.
But I did play a lot of Hyperdimension.
Hyperdimension.
For Super Nintendo. It's a fighting game.
Nintendo, that's the fourth one, right?
I think so. It's the last one they made for Super Nintendo.
Yeah, last one Super Nintendo. That was fun.
Yeah, Hyperdimension.
So you did play a little bit of Xenoverse.
I played a little bit of Xenoverse.
You played the demo when we went to we went to New York Comic Con, I think it was there last year. You played the demo for like 5 minutes, so you dug it for a little bit. So.
I couldn't figure out the controls for like half the time I was playing, and then I finally figured it out, and I was okay. But I think I might
get it.
That's
like me playing any video game now.
Yeah, like Jet Set Radio.
Jet Set Radio. I was playing this, I'm just like, I can't freaking play this game. Oh well. My
game says go in a straight line. Larry could not go in a straight line.
He says go in a straight line. Larry immediately turns around and starts skating up the hill. It's like, what is forward on the thing? This was at what Magnus was this at? I think it was at Mag.
This was last Mag. So.
Was it 8.5?
No, you're right. It was 8.5.
8.5. We had a Dreamcast set up in our room, and Larry was playing he was trying to play Jet Set Radio, and he was just not doing anything.
Asshole had to qualify the verbiage. You're an asshole.
Oh man. What other anime games are good?
Great player.
Let me just look at my Steam library real quick.
Yeah, look at your Steam library. Well, that doesn't count.
Visual novels don't count.
Yeah, visual novels don't count.
I mean,
Roger.
I'm waiting for like Anime Goat Simulator DLC. Come on, guys.
Anime Goat Simulator? I could go for that.
Yeah, man.
Like you ask Anime Goat-san to go to the roof,
well, not like
and then you have lunch with him, and it like deepens the friendship.
I was thinking about this the other day.
Something meaningful.
Is it weird that like so much stuff happens on the roof of a high school in Japan?
Oh well, as we would be told to believe it. I don't.
Why did they let people go on the roof in Japan? Is that just
so
a Japanese thing?
You can look at the sun and you can look at the sky. You can,
I guess.
Because we're not supposed to be. I mean,
yeah.
Dude, come on. I went back to my high school a few years ago, and there's like fences everywhere. It looks like a prison.
Yeah.
It's like, where the fuck do the kids go out to play anymore? It's like, all right, whatever.
Wow.
My high school was back then.
I spent like 3 years not in the school because I was cutting class every single day, so I guess they made that harder.
Yeah.
So, that's my high school experience, was cutting class every day to go to like the bad part of town and play bootleg Street Fighter.
That's awesome.
Rainbow Edition.
No wonder you're able to beat everybody else in Street Fighter even when you're completely drunk.
Really? Oh wait, MacFest.
Yes.
5, yeah.
Yes.
Well, that was the Super Nintendo version. That's not even very good.
It was so hard. I remember playing on the
Plus,
Street Fighter 2 for SNES. It was impossible to do spinning pile driver. Like it was really difficult. But I mean, once you kind of figure out how the controller handles or whatever, then you got it. But it took a while.
Like a year straight, because it's the only game that you got that year, because you're 11.
Yeah.
Then you get really good at Street Fighter.
And it cost $70 or whatever stuff cost back in the day. Plus tax.
That's what Mario 3 was.
Yeah.
I think about this sometimes because, like, for me, when I was growing up, my dad had to buy me the video games, right? So I didn't really get video games all that often because it was my dad buying them. But then with my younger brothers, I was the one buying the video games. So I was buying video games all the time. So my younger brothers just got new video games constantly. Like anytime a game came out, it was like, oh, sorry, got it, and we can play it. And it was just like, wait a minute, why am I subsidizing? Why am I subsidizing the video games for my brothers? So I guess they had it really good because I was just playing all the time.
Man, you should have made them do some chores or something like that. Whatever, made them like shine your car or something like that. I don't know.
It's okay.
Hold on. All right, hold on. Let me just answer this question here. So Max Newell tweeted using hashtag OCR Talkback.
Yo, Max, what's up?
He said, hey, I just wanted to ask how long a fan submission takes usually. I made a Criminal Origins remix and just wanted to know. It will take forever. You can actually have a baby, and that will happen before we evaluate your track at this rate. But we're always working on it. We actually have Zyko back in the judges panel. He is killing it right now. So so he's been doing great. We're really glad to have him back, on the team and everything. I mean, if he's asking how long it takes for us to evaluate it, like 9 months. If he's asking how long it typically takes to say make a piece of music, it depends. I'm just answering it both ways. Yeah, it takes like an hour exactly. I mean, I don't know. Wait, now Snapple Man, you had that what was that? What was that mix from like 2011 that you like? No, it was shitty, and I don't want you guys to post it. Oh man, I gotta look it up in my folder here. You had some mix that you're just like, I don't want you to post it. It's garbage.
Did I submit after MagFest?
Entry in Odyssey for Cthulhu's Asshole.
Oh, that's a great song, dude.
Are you ever going to remake it or do whatever so we can post it?
No. I submitted it and then I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. So I sent you an email. I'm like, nah, that's a crappy version anyway. Because there's a better mixed version somewhere, but I'm not. But I'm too lazy to go into my hard drive and find it. So I was like, I don't care. Like, that's the end of that one.
What?
It's like 5 years ago, man. You got to move forward in life. You can't look back.
Oh my God.
No regrets.
Plus, I submitted a song after MagFest, this MagFest. Maybe you should hurry that process along a little bit.
All right. Is that called Snapple Man's Asshole, or like, what is this one? What's it called?
That's by DoD Music Factory.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Yeah.
DoD Music Factory.
Is
That one.
Is that the Bloody Tears one? Was it Bloody Tears?
It's not Bloody Tears. It's
I can't remember which one. The Castlevania one, though.
Opus 13 and Cursed Blood. No, something Bloodlines from Round of Blood.
Okay, dude, that should be a direct post, man. Fuck
Isn't
the
that cool? Yeah,
yes.
That's a boy band song.
I like how he's making fun of like, oh fuck the judges. The judges are the ones that nominate the direct posts anyway. It's not the judges.
Just show it to Larry like right now, and he'll post it.
Show it to Larry.
I guarantee it.
Somebody link Larry, and he can listen to it privately.
I'll get it.
Just fire it up on your monitor and let him see it.
Yeah.
See it.
I'm not going all the way back there. That's a long way away. Hold on.
No wait.
I've got headphones
on. That one?
What?
Did you work on the DoD Music Factory track?
Yeah, of course. What are you talking about?
Who's on that?
Because I know it's like Coda and Finbeard and who else?
MIDI,
yeah.
Nice. Hey, that's great, man. All right. Well, I'll definitely check that out. And Rondo of Blood has an amazing soundtrack. So
check it out. You will like this one, Larry. You will like this one. It's a vocal song.
Yes.
I'm surprised you hadn't heard it. I thought we played it for you at 8.5.
I made Chuck sing. No. This came after 8.5, didn't it?
Yeah, this was the last Magfest DoD when it came out.
I'm thinking 13 or whatever.
Oh, okay. I wasn't at 13, unfortunately, but yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I missed that one. But,
that song dropped, and it was me, Shark, OA, Dia, just all playing World of Warcraft TCG, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
then OA was like, "Yo, you gotta hear this. You gotta hear this." And he put that on in our room, and we're just like,
"What the fuck was that?"
Yeah, we stopped playing the game, and we just had. It was
man.
Amazing. It was amazing.
I was planning that song for like a solid week, and then we got together and we just did it. It was great. That was a great time. Larry, there's the link.
Yeah.
Mute this chat and listen to it, and then you can make a direct post, so then I don't have to wait until 2017.
Oh my god. or 2018.
Yeah, seriously.
What is it? No, I'll definitely check it out.
I would appreciate that. I made it specifically for you. No.
Oh God. Okay.
That was a total lie. I didn't make it for you, but.
Now hold on. Now, Steve, are you making any music lately? Like, what are you in Dwelling of Duels? You need to get up in Dwelling of Duels. What's going on?
I haven't done any video game remix music in a while since the last collab I did with Children of the Monkey Machine.
Monkey Machine, yeah. The Solstice one.
And again. But I have been doing original music. I've been doing some punk and metal covers. So I'm still doing the music. It's just not video game oriented as much anymore.
Yeah. But okay, nonetheless. So we're gonna pull you back in because it's like the mafia. So when are you submitting something to Dwelling of Duels?
Yeah, do it.
Dwelling of Duels.
Wait, what?
Dwelling of Duels. I have no idea what it's all about though. So.
What a dick!
Oh wow! Whoa! What? Wow! Okay.
I'm not in this world much anymore. My world's not really much. I do more of the computer shit these days, and Star Solomon actually started doing that too. You remember?
Yeah. Well, Star Solomon, is he still working at Apple or what's the deal now?
You know, I don't know. We have a mutual friend that apparently stars like, yeah, you know Steve from OCR Remix.
Oh, okay, badass. Oh man, I still want to meet that dude. He needs to be a millionaire like songwriter because his stuff is always really strong, man.
Last I heard, he was down at University of Texas, but he was no longer working there as of a few months ago. I mean, not as of a few months ago, but when I asked about it a few months ago, they said no, he's not there. So yeah. I don't know.
Okay, all right. I thought at some point he was working at Apple, but I don't know. Not in like California or anything, but like with iTunes or some nonsense. I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing something. He's awesome as hell though. So okay, Snapple Man, since you're there, and you know you're a DoD elite. For anybody that doesn't know about Dwelling of Duels, walk people through it. What is it? Why should people check it out? And he dropped like a. Did you see that? That was like clockwork. That was awesome. You would have thought I said like, listen. So I mean, you know, you're obviously a bitch and you love too many crappy animes. So tell us about how much of a friggin' loser you are. It just drops out of anger.
Well, shit. I could tell you what DoD is, man.
Go ahead, Scott. You got it. Overcoat.
Dwelling of Duels is a monthly music competition, kind of tied in with the Shiz, kind of not. It's like its own thing now. It's every month they announce a theme, and you try to arrange whatever video game or series that the theme is. And the catch is it has to have a live instrument. So most of the entries have like guitar, but there's a lot of piano. There's a lot of that's really it. It's all guitar and piano because no one plays anything else, unless it's one of those weird, like unless suddenly Jacques comes back and plays like 20 different instruments in one song. Which I should mention, speaking of him, that he released his arrangement stuff on Bandcamp recently, so you can get What's Pink and Sucks again, which is like one of the best albums of all time.
Yes, amen.
But yeah, so that's DoD. It's just it's a monthly competition. I think this month's theme, what was it? I'm gonna look it up. This month's theme is free months. Free month. So
okay.
You can do whatever the hell you want, as long as it's a video game and you can do a live instrument of some sort.
Yeah, and then last month though, just to talk a little bit about the theme months, had Battletoads, which is
that was a fun month.
That's awesome. And honestly, like, I know, like, at some point, kind of a couple years ago, the participation was dropping a little bit. So, when you see something like Battletoads, which is a little more esoteric, but, was rocked out, I'm really glad people stepped up for this. So, wow, yeah, look at the lots of Battletoads and Double Dragon, and some stuff. I was surprised. Battletoads and Battle Maniacs, that's pretty cool. So, yeah, good stuff.
But
Battletoads
no one did the pause music, which was really weird.
The pause music they did at the dance party, the DoD dance party month.
They did
One
that.
of the entries was the pause music there, so yeah.
But not for the Battletoads month.
But not for the actual Battletoads month.
Yeah.
It's Battletoads. Come on, it's Dave Wise. Who the fuck cares?
Wow.
What? Wait, we get it. We're literally hating on every composer that's ever composed.
Dave Wise is good. It's the other guy, Grant Kirkhope. Okay, hear me out. I was talking to some well-known remixers in the scene about how bad banjo soundtracks are. The Banjo, Tooie, and whatever the other one's called. Those games have awful, terrible music. Grant Kirkhope should be ashamed.
What?
Not ashamed. Okay, fine. But he didn't do a great job. Those are pretty terrible.
What?
Listen to it musically. It's terrible. It's garbage. It's like children's show. It's like you're watching like a children's show and it's horrible and there's tubas and bad clarinets.
I think you just hate children.
I think you're just hating on the genre, honestly.
Yeah, man.
No, I'm hating on the bad music in the game. That's all.
I can't judge because I never played. Like, I missed the entire N64.
It sucks.
So.
No. Great soundtrack. But that game, that series.
If you want to tweet at how much Snappleman sucks, please use the hashtag OCR Talkback.
Hashtag Snappleman sucks.
Hashtag Snappleman sucks.
I never played the Banjo games. I had an N64. I never played them, so I can't really say. But I did play Donkey Kong 64, which is a terrible game, but it has a really good soundtrack, and that's Grant Kirkhope. So I don't know.
Well, then I don't know. Yeah. Then you and I simply do not see eye to eye on certain things.
Are you now?
I don't have a problem with that.
He's been at multiple MagFests, so like, are you gonna punch him in the face now, or?
I would imagine Grant punching him in the face, man.
Yeah,
he's good enough dude in person, but I've heard some things about him that make him kind of a jerk. That I'm not gonna, that I shouldn't really talk about publicly.
Oh, you can't, man. This is not the forum for it.
Name and incriminate people. That's not what this is about. This is about music.
Is
music
like...
and anime and hentai games and meeting Larry-san on the roof. Having a big ribbo sandwich.
I heard this rumor about Snapple Man.
Yeah,
mostly true.
I've heard many,
whatever it is.
I've heard many horrible rumors about Snapple Man. So okay, Jesus Christ. All right, so we're we're keeping it tight. Maybe about like show's gonna be about an hour. So I think we're a little past an hour. And we have a big panel. So we're gonna wrap it up and go through with plugs and plug. What people are working on, what people should check out from everybody. Snapple Man. What lately do you want to plug? It could be your own stuff. It could be mainstream music or movies. It's like the pimp section. What do you want to plug that people should check out?
Nothing. The only thing that I'm doing right now is some Chrono Trigger arrangements for Fox Dragon's album. So that's about it.
Now, is that going to drop? Is that like a 25th or rather a 20th anniversary album?
I have no idea what it is. It's just Norg and Finbeard signed me up to do a couple songs on it.
Okay.
So,
Without your knowledge, so you're like, I got it, sure.
You put out the Spectrum of Mana a couple of years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's and this is like the follow-up. This is Chrono Trigger. So
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
think about Chrono Trigger.
Nice, dude. All right,
Yeah.
Jarrell.
Nothing I'm doing, but let's see. I guess I'll throw out a video game I'm playing right now. If anybody listening, watching this has never played Saints Row 4, I know the game is 4 years old, but I just started playing it 2 weeks ago, and it's amazing, and I'm still playing it right now, and I'm like trying to 100% it. I don't 100% games very often, but this game's too much fun to put down. So.
Wait, what put it on your radar? Like, was it on sale or something, or?
No, actually, when I went to, it was the weekend I saw you. Actually, when I was out in Atlanta visiting with friends there. Before everybody arrived, I was like the first one to get there, and those two friends in that apartment were like, "Have you seen Saints Row 4? We've been playing this." So they showed it to me on their PlayStation 4 with the intro level where you're just like doing this crazy mission that ends with you flying on a rocket, trying to like, it's a missile. You're trying to like stop from exploding as it flies towards the White House. And you stop it in midair, and Aerosmith's "I Don't Want to Miss a Thing" is playing while you're doing this. And then the mission finishes, and you drop into the White House onto the like president's chair. And then it turns out you're playing as the president.
Who's the president? Oh, you. Okay, no.
You're playing a character who you create after that scene, so it's just, it gets way, way more absurd than that, which sounds ridiculous, but yeah, it's pretty incredible.
Dude. I'll play as a president.
Wow. What the hell? Okay, man. All right. Yeah, Overcoat, man. What do you got to plug?
Oh, me. Let's see. Well, I'm still doing my radio show. It's on AirSeableRadio.com still, and it's on Sunday nights now at 7 p.m. Pacific time. I also, speaking of Dueling of Duels, I'll occasionally host the live listening party for those. So, yeah, man. And I got to do the Battletoads month last month, and that was pretty fun. So I'm hoping to do more. So, yeah, you know, I'll be posting on the social medias and, you know, letting people know when I'm hosting those. So, yeah, keep an eye out.
How do people find you on the social medias?
I'm at Radio Overcoat on Twitter, or you can look up Airceiver Radio on Facebook, I guess, too. That works. What else? I also might be doing a video game soundtrack soon, so there's that.
Oh, nice, man. Are you allowed to talk about the details on that? Or
not too much, though, but I can tell you it'll be a visual novel about lesbians, so there's that.
Now we know where you hang out. Like, what dev form do you hang out where it's just like, no, look, man, not just any game, but visual novel lesbians?
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of work with Sakai Project lately, which is it's a localization team that brings over Japanese visual novels and games and other things. And I've been doing.
Yeah, I wasn't about to ask what some other things were, but.
Well, the other thing so far is they've put out a book of headphone musume, which is like, you know, girls wearing headphones. It's a really nice printed book. Got to represent my AKGs.
Is that a fetish, or like, I'm trying to be real here? Like
I don't know, man. Maybe for some people, but like,
really,
if you ever get into headphone discussions, people get really into headphones discussions. Like, maybe some people, you know, masturbate into the cups. I don't know.
You had to go there.
Let's move on.
It was wow.
But no. But anyway, I've been working with that company, and it's been pretty rewarding so far. So I want to do more. But I've been behind the camera, doing a video project for like their company wrap up with a friend of mine. So, you know, look up Sakai Project on YouTube. It's the monthly wrap up video.
How do you spell that?
SEKAI Project.
Okay.
And yeah, basically it's my friend in front of a camera, and we superimpose him in front of like visual novel assets, and there's music. And it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. I'm enjoying learning about video production. That's another thing to add to my resume, I suppose. So. And
that soundtrack that you meant, that game soundtrack, would that be your first professional game soundtrack?
My first paid one, hopefully. And
all right.
They have a main composer already, but I might be filling in the gaps.
Cool. All right, excellent, man. Hey, good luck on that.
Well, thanks.
Keeping tabs on that as more, is revealed. Steve, man, what do you got, man?
I think I would like to plug a game, an indie game called Year Walk that's available on Steam.
That's good. Yeah, that's a scary ass game. Good deal.
It's very,
Google that right now.
very fulfilling by the time I got to the let's just say second ending. Yeah, it was really amazing, and I played a couple other indie games lately. No, not super lately, but that's the one that really stood out for me.
Who put you on Year Walk? Like, how did you hear about it?
A Humble Bundle, always Humble Bundle. That's all the time. It's because of that Steam sales.
I see. Yeah, so you have that Steam collection. Now you mentioned way back, like at the top of the show, you mentioned you had a lot of games kind of sitting aside, from various Steam sales and everything like that. Is there anything kind of in your collection that maybe you're not playing it right now, but you're actually looking?
He's trying to ask you for free games.
I don't want the free. I don't want free games, man.
I'm fucking with you, right?
I hate you.
Right here, I've got like 260 games. So the ones and haven't played yet. Isolation is also a surprisingly great game. It just for some reason I stopped playing it right because it was scaring the shit out of me. And
wait, what game? What game?
Alien Isolation.
Oh yeah.
With headphones in total darkness, it's extremely
nice.
BioShock Infinite, of course, it's awesome. I can play it again here. I'm looking for the Borderlands 2, actually. I didn't play the first one I heard. The second one. Yeah, fuck it, I'm just going to go ahead and start playing.
Is Borderlands 2 like going to be next on the list to kind of work on? Or?
I'm looking at it. It looks like I installed it. I honestly don't know. I have so little time to play games anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I've no time at all. All right, cool, man. Any personal projects to plug?
I don't have any. Not right now.
All right. NeutronStar.org. Anyway, go, people. Get it. Go anyway. Get stuff.
NeutronStore.org/sock. Is that still around?
It's still up.
I was redirecting because everybody was hot linking your images, so I was redirecting them to Pearl. So there was a lot of that. And apparently Neutron Star is blocked in some firewalls as being a porn site. Because of
oh, no. Yeah, I tried loading up my old site, and it's access forbidden. That's a shame. I can't get on my own damn website. And now Sound Tempest is dead, so that site's gone.
You need some Google pages, bro.
Yeah, I know.
So, Snapple Man, what are you strumming there?
It's called a guitar, Larry.
What's the type of, I thought you were going to talk about what type of guitar it was.
Oh, no, it's just a guitar. It's one of my many guitars. There's another one back there and a few in their cases. And
I love it. He just went to the most basic, like, yes, there's a fret, there's strings.
I apologize for being an asshole about it, though, because it seemed funny at the time, but now I feel kind of bad.
You are, dude.
Like, I just want to go to sleep.
All right, well, we'll wrap up real quick, but Shark, you're last, so go ahead. What do you want to plug? Anything personal projects or mainstream stuff you want to plug? Games?
No, I got nothing.
Wow. I love how you make all brown-skinned people look stupid, like they can't answer a simple question.
You want me to plug,
that is racism. I will not.
All right.
Go.
Playing a lot of Final Fantasy Record Keeper on mobile right now on my phone. Playing a lot of Terra Battle. I started playing.
No, wait. What is Record Keeper? Like, I'm a complete idiot. And I know you mentioned it last time we were on the show, but what is that? Like, what?
It's an accounting system.
No. Right. Record Keeper, it's a mobile game. The idea is you play through classic Final Fantasy battles, and you collect characters from Final Fantasy games, but all of the characters are done in like SNES style sprites. So you could be playing like Final Fantasy VII battles, and you can get Cloud and Tifa and Sephiroth, but they're sprites. And then you can get items and weapons and armor from the different games, and you play through the different games, and you can make skills like the fire spells and the ice spells and the lightning spells and all that stuff. And it's very, very fun because it's not like a mobile game where you just sort of like click fight and then like your guys fight and then you find out what the result of the match is. It's actual like Final Fantasy active time battles that you're playing, and it gets really hard later on. Like I was just playing it a little before, and like this boss almost wiped out my entire party because I wasn't like making the right decisions. So it's actually a game, which is something that you don't usually get a lot with mobile games that have that kind of thing, that kind of cash-in mobile game. So it's really good. I started playing Dreamfall Chapters today, which is a sequel to Dreamfall: The Longest Journey. That finally came out, like I think last year, and I got around to playing it finally because I have my new computer, so I can actually play all these PC games and stuff. What else am I playing? Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris. That's really awesome.
Yeah, man. Will Roger soundtrack. So
yeah, soundtrack by Will Roger, Bust the Tunes on OCR. Really, really good game. I don't know if you guys have ever played those Lara Croft games. It's not the Tomb Raider series. It's like the isometric Lara Croft games, and they're really awesome. The first one, Temple of Light, was amazing, and then this one is it's like even better. It's awesome. Really good puzzles, really good isometric platforming stuff. Very cool series. Really good music, really good gameplay, and it looks gorgeous. What else am I playing? I think that's it. Playing a lot of games.
Cool. All right.
Been working on some music, but I have nothing out yet. I was working on my Final Fantasy V track this week.
Hooray!
I spent like 2 hours just getting some strings right. Working on some original music, but nothing in the pipeline.
Are you still writing the track as well, or are you just tweaking it?
No, I'm writing it.
He's tweaking it, man.
No, I'm tweaking it.
You're always tweaking it, Snapple.
Right. Yeah. Aside from that, I got nothing. Buy the Mega Man album. I don't know. Whatever.
All right. Yeah. Buy the Mega Man.
If you don't own the Mega Man album by now, just fucking don't buy it. I don't care anymore.
Wow.
You should have bought it by now.
You're not gonna sell anything with that attitude, man.
It was on sale this winter for like $3. If you don't own it by now, I don't care anymore.
Wow.
I don't own it by now.
Anyway, well, you should still get it. mm25.ocremix.org. Anyway, go to Overclock Records.
You gave me a free copy.
I did, yeah.
At MagFest.
Well, someone gave you a free copy. Well, I mean, yeah, but you're special.
Yeah.
So you're Snapple, man.
I am.
That's how that works.
So, Larry, what do you want to plug? You didn't go.
All right. Overclockrecords.com. Plenty of albums added up there by Rich Douglas, Jade Sounds, Fracture. Lots of good stuff. King Tiger. Good stuff. Check it out. There'll be new releases every Monday, so there's going to be some new stuff going up next Monday at overclockrecords.com. Serge Ordanius has a great 3D Pinball Space Cadet remix that we just posted to OCRemix.org.
Nice.
Yeah, you got to go get it. Go get it. I mean, if you played the pinball game on Windows back in the day,
Pinball.net is my jam, dude.
Interstellar Sasuke 5 Ever. That's what it's called.
Yep, that is what it's called. Yeah, so.
And it's got a lot of 5s instead of S's. It's amazing.
Yes, it's funk. It's funk, soul, disco, like all that. It's excellent.
Like
go.
Almost everything is live. It's awesome.
Yeah, go get it. It's tremendous. Vocals are insanity. I mean, the dude he goes balls out on every song. It's amazing, and I think it's his second mix that we posted of his where after it already passed, he goes, "No, wait, stop, don't post it. I'll get back to you." And then like a year later, he's like, "Okay, I'm finally done. I'm okay with it now. Now you can put it up." So he goes through those situations where he's like, "I'm not satisfied. I'm gonna make it even better," and then he makes it 20 times better. It's insane. So the original version's on Dwelling of Duels. It was a DoD submission, And so I guess he was able to put that out in like I think he said he just did it in a week because he had some other projects he was working on. So he didn't even get the full month for DoD to work on it. But then he took it to like the mega next level. It's just insane. So go check that out on the homepage, OCRemix.org. Yeah, it's good stuff. No, that's it. I mean, thanks everyone who tuned in, and again, thanks to our illustrious panel of remixes that were on there. Illustrious. So Steve Porden, Dark Sword, Overcoat, Arrow coming in there late, and Snapple Man, of course. Snapple Man, the legend of legend, the douche of douche.
Legend. All right. I'll take legend and douche.
Awesome, man. All right, cool. Well, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Check out some stuff on OCRemix.org. Check it out, dwellinginduels.net. All good video game music sites. Check them all out, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye, bye.
Go play Mars Matrix.
Bye.
Bye.